they say he was trafficking white hoes down there in Houston, and then instead of hiding out, he took all his chains, all his jewelry, and flew over to Dubai and started flossing on hoes over there. So, according to CoreySSG, he's a YouTuber. He said that he didn't kidnap them white hoes. He felt like them white hoes set him up, and he threw them in a car, and he drove down the street and shot out clips. Shot the clip out his side window until he figured out he was being tracked, and then when he felt like he was safe, he dumped them off in a corner. I don't know. Do y'all believe Corey out here pimping hoes or not? What's going on? I don't know what's going on with these YouTubers. All these YouTubers getting arrested. See, they had a lot to say about me when I wanted to do a little piece of porn, but shit, they selling drugs, they pimping, they doing all kinds of shit. Hell, one of the biggest industries out there is the trafficking industry. That's really what a lot of these people be into. I ain't saying that's what Corey do, but what I am gonna say is this nigga crazy too. It's all in the eyes. Y'all don't see the crazy in his eyes? Yeah, he does look like a horse, low-key. They say Corey went downhill ever since him and Carmen split. And they all run to the same thing. They all get ruined by the... No, we didn't cover the Obamas yet. They all get ruined by the same thing. Hoes. Like I really be sitting here thinking, every man I know has effed his life up. Has effed his life up over some hoes. I'm not talking about men that have never been married. I'm talking about men that like get married, they have the kids, like do the whole thing, and then they just do their wife wrong, do their wife wrong, do their wife wrong. It's like after they get a divorce, their life is never the same. Their finances is never the same. It's like God stops blessing them or something. You understand what I'm saying? And then you be looking at certain men and you like, you doing all this and losing everything just for some coochie? Then you got to think like, what are you trying to prove? What are you looking for? Like, I don't, I've never been married. I've only had one relationship. I ain't never lived with a girl, none of that. So, a lot of men, even my own father has just told me, well, you just don't understand relationships. Listen, I don't. And that's okay. I admit that. But I really be sitting here thinking like, niggas really ruin their life for coochie. And when something happened to them, none of them hoes are by their side. I know somebody right now who damn near died. Randomly had, he did die he actually died on the table a couple times. None of them hoes came to see him. His friends was there for him. I don't know what his family situation is. I ain't gonna speak on that. But you get what I'm saying? Like, none of them hoes that he ran through was there. And now I'm sitting back here just thinking. I'm not talking about Vaughn. I wasn't even thinking about Vaughn, but you know what? I'm not thinking about Vaughn. In the Bible, don't it? I'm not trying to misquote, but don't it say a man is supposed to love his wife the way that Jesus Christ loved the church? Okay, tell me if I'm right or wrong on that. Because I'm gonna tie this together. Who is the person? Y'all don't know him. Okay, it says that, right? He's supposed to love his wife as Jesus Christ loves the church. Okay. So if you disrespect your wife, disrespect the marital bed, abuse your wife, yada, 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 is that also like you're disrespecting and abusing the church? And is it also like you're disrespecting and abusing Jesus? I'm just asking. I'm to just stay with me. Just stay with me. Let's say I'm married. If me as a man, I'm not handling my wife correctly, it's like it's like a direct hit to Jesus. It's like I'm disrespecting Jesus, right? Disrespecting God. Disrespecting himself also true, because our body is supposed to be a temple. So I get that. Yeah, you destroy a covenant. Yeah, you break the covenant with your wife. You break the covenant with your wife. You broke your covenant with God. So is there biblical proof to say once a man breaks that covenant with his wife, he has lost the protection of the Lord? Because that covenant is also spiritual protection from God. And you ain't supposed to let nobody else into that. That's between the husband, the wife, and the Lord. So once you break that and disrespect that, then you're just left out here for whatever. You don't have no protection. And there's nothing out there in the streets but devils and demons. I'm really sitting here thinking, like, I ain't even got this written down. I'm really just sitting here thinking, like, if I ever get married, I'm not gonna never cheat on my wife. Like, I'm not gonna never. He has to ask for forgiveness. These men ain't asking, these men are not humbling themselves to even worship God. And some of these men will even tell you that they are God. So I'm not even finna go there with that, whatever. I'm not going there. He can repent, okay, but okay, you repent, but does forgiveness give you freedom of consequences? No, I'm serious. You can repent. Okay, yeah, we can all repent, but does that mean you have freedom of consequences? You still may face consequences, right? Or no? You don't know what it's gonna be. Ooh. You ain't gonna hear them talk about that on the Red Pill podcast. You ain't gonna hear that part. You ain't gonna hear that part. I just thought about that. It's like, because when you take someone as you take a woman, only a woman can be a wife. We ain't finna go down that road. Trump in office, we ain't even gotta play pretend on that no more. Oops. When a man takes a woman as his wife in front of his family and up under God, you're literally supposed to care for her. Like, that's God's property. Because it is a gift from God. Because even when you had when you had Adam and Eve was a gift. Because Adam was lonely. It's making me think. Okay. Wow. So don't look up how to free your straw man. That's how people can get. Email me that, please. MonroeStorm59@gmail.com. I'm really thinking about this. All marriages don't have the divine blessing. That's true too. I'm just really thinking. Do I just need to? I feel like I'm giving. Do I just give my life to God? Maybe I need a sabbatical. I believe in the Lord, though, for sure. I always turn into. How do I always turn into a preacher? Okay, this got deep. I don't know how we went from funny to deep, but I'm gonna leave that there. I just see too many men that do wrong by and when you do wrong by a black woman, you definitely let me tell you something. Any man in 2025 doing wrong by a black woman, you is oh my God, you are asking for it. I don't care what these niggas say. You ain't got to deal, you ain't got to like her, but you better respect her. Leave her push come shove to leave that woman alone. But it's something about like, especially when black men hurt black women, something spiritual, like they don't fucking be the same. I'm gonna move on. Anyway, and I'm not saying that to pander. I ain't no Derrick Jackson. I'm just saying, I just look at patterns. When you recognize patterns, you can't do nothing.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.